Hello, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Group Exercise Online with the YMCA of York and York County. My name is Justin, and today we're going to be doing Tai Chi. Actually, we're really going to be doing more Qigong, but I'll talk about that in a second. As always, you do not need any equipment for this class. You can do it in shoes like I am. You can do it in socks or barefoot. Just make sure your clothing is loose and relaxed, and you might want to have a water bottle nearby in case when we take a water break, you need to hydrate. So as always, Tai Chi and Qigong are not about getting a tough physical workout. You might feel like you're working, but the point that I want to focus on is that connection of body and mind, trying to coordinate the body and the breath, and to really have a very mindful, engaged exercise. So without further ado, we're going to start by shaking out the body with the arms and shoulders first, and then letting it travel through the rest of the body. So I am going to break stuff down a little bit more today. We're really going to do two major practices. Now breathe. And like I mentioned the other day, we're going to inhale and then exhale and let the bouncing affect your breath however it does. So for me, that's going to make it come out in short bursts. And just do as many as you can with your natural breath. Don't force it. Just give me a full, comfortable inhale. And let it go. So two more. Kind of loosen the muscles around the joints. And one more time, big breath. Shaking out each leg, and you can do that with or without the arms. Try to get the thigh muscle to shake around the bone. The foot hanging loose at the end of the ankle. And do the other leg. So if you need something to hold on to use the wall, or you just do the whole body. But kind of make sure that you're focusing on shaking that leg muscle and letting the foot be loose at the end of the ankle. So once everything's shaken out, we're going to take a stance a little bit wider than shoulder width apart and swing the arms around the waist. And you can go either way. Just gotta make sure the knees are pointing the same direction as the toes. And the arms can hang from the shoulder, loose fists. So you really are letting the arms swing. You're not moving the arms, you're just twisting your weight and letting the arms gently wrap around the body and tap off the front of the hip and the back of the hip, both about belt line. So we're focusing on what they call in Tai Chi the qua or the hip socket. So we're going to talk about that in a second before we do our next little warm up here. Let's just do a couple more rounds, breathing deeply. Slowly coming back to the center and shake it out. So again, if you think about yoga class, I don't like to use a lot of yoga terminology, but there's no real good anatomical word for the quad. So if you can think about a golf swing, how you fold into the hip, that's sort of what we're talking about. The other thing that you can think of is if you're here and you're trying to make a crease in the front of the pants, that's what we're doing. So the knee stays straight ahead, and I'm turning into the hip. And that's going to, let's practice that a couple times, turning into the hip. Because we use that in the 8 pieces of brocade, but we also use that in our next warm-up, cloud hands. And again, this is not waving hands like clouds. Cloud hands is a little bit simpler. We really just want to make sure you can get into that hip and keep that knee straight ahead. So for cloud hands, you can keep your feet where they are. Mine are about outer shoulder width apart. or even go a little bit wider depending on your preference. So we start with the hands about mid-sternum level, making a little bit of a pyramid. So we're not up here like open and close, and we're not way down, somewhere in the middle. And I'm going to break this down. So I'm going to start by turning to the left, and my trunk stays square, but I'm turning that left palm up and push the right palm down almost in front of the right hip. Come back to your pyramid, and then we go to the right. So turning into the hip, turn that right hand palm up, and the left hand just pushes down, kind of bend back a little bit in front of the left hand. So I come to the center, turn the left, push the right hand down, come back to the center, turn right and push the left hand down. So I mentioned before, I'm going to do this once without the hands because we're really trying to keep the trunk a square. So I'm not really twisting, I'm just turning at the waist or into that hip socket, into that quad. So it's really just kind of rotating and turning into the hip so you feel a little stretch in that hip. And I think that feels good. Turn into the hip. Now, if it doesn't feel good, allow yourself to adjust your stance maybe a little bit narrower and higher because you really just want to try to rotate into that hip socket and keep the trunk square. So let's do that a couple rounds, and we'll do it with breathing. We'll do 6 times on each side. So starting here, exhale, turn left, push the right hand down. Inhale back to the center, and turn right, left hand down. So the movement of the arm is very subtle. You're just trying to rotate the arm around that shoulder socket. Not a big stretch. Not really turning the wrists, just rotating the shoulder and palm up. And 3. 3. I think this feels very peaceful once you get the hang of it. 5. 5. Let's go one more time to both sides. 6. Coming up and slowly release the hands down. Stepping back toward the center. We'll do our 8 pieces of brocade. So I need to make sure I'm going to be a little bit out of frame maybe, but we should be all right. So I do want to break these movements down a little bit, walk through them, and then we'll do them as a flow 3 times each. So our first piece of brocade, we start out in a Tai Chi position, relax, about outer hip width apart, space under the armpits. Let's do a breath here. So step 1, open the hands. So I'm really just turning from the forearm outward. The upper arm doesn't move very much. And then interlace the fingers with the palms facing toward the ceiling. Your thumbs will be out towards your screen. Come up, and it's going to be close to the body. About sternum height. You can't go up any higher, so the hands are going to turn down. And then palms out with the thumbs down to stretch overhead. And as you stretch, we're just going to lift up, calf raise, just a big full body stretch, and lower down. The hands come down toward the top of the head, and then you push out toward the left with both palms. And stretch and pulling with the left arm down as you reach out. And shifting the weight toward the right to stretch to the side of the body. Come down, back to the center, and you can dip here a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then extend over to the right. Pulling with the right arm a little bit as you extend out and shifting the weight toward the left. Be a long line from the left hip through the arms. So come down, palms turn down, about top of the head and all the way down the center line. I like to push a little bit at the bottom to stretch the wrists. So let's talk about the quality of our stretching in 8 pieces of brocade. We'll release and opening the arms and then palms together. So you'll notice you have a tendency, I don't know if you can see, my left hand is going to be on top. Every other repetition, I like to switch so the other hand is on the outside. It gives a little bit different stretch through the arms. So again, we have the palms interlaced, come up the center line, about sternum, the thumbs turn down, and palms out, and then stretch up. So we're not looking for a real severe stretch. Keep the shoulders down as you reach. Just practice that, shoulders down as you reach. And that should give you a gentle stretch sensation through the arms. And come up from here. Again, I don't know if you can see, but we're going to try to squeeze the hips under or squeeze the cheeks as you stretch up. That'll give you that kind of good morning stretch feeling. Lower down. Going out to the left, so I talked about this already. Pulling through the left arm as you reach over with the right and shift the hip and kind of squeeze the cheek on that side. Very active stretching. Down and I go over to the right. Squeeze the cheek on that side. And rotate the palms and down. So again, one more kind of breaking it down, and then we'll go a little bit faster. So we go out, interlace, palms together. I'm taking the hands up, rotate and push the palms toward the ceiling, stretching up, trying to get that full good morning stretch through the body, and down, and then out to the left. Squeeze the cheek, press the arms and shoulders down. It's very active. You want to feel the arm muscles working. Feel the muscles through the trunk, squeeze and stretch. Coming in and down, all the way down. Let's talk about the breathing next. So we have the basic steps, and you know the way to walk through the stretch. So we're going to inhale, open. Exhale, interlace. Inhale, up. And exhale, press. Inhale, down. And exhale, left. Inhale, down. And exhale, right. Inhale and exhale. Let's open in. And then fingers together, exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, press. Inhale, down. And exhale, left. Inhale, down. And exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, down. One more time, just with the breath. I go in and out. 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 All right, so we're going to do 3 more. The first, I want to kind of let you walk through it on your own. So think about the stretch and the breath. And I'm just going to do breathing, hopefully audible enough that you can hear me while we're doing it. And 3 repetitions. We're going to go from starting position. 3, 2, 1. Try to move with the speed of the breath. Don't breathe at the speed of the movement. One more time. All right. So the second piece of brocade is drawing the bow to shoot the eagle. This one we need a horse riding stance. So it's going to be somewhere wider than short, maybe shoulder width or a little bit wider. You don't have to go real wide like I am, but just whatever's comfortable, allowing you to squat a little without worrying about the knees. So just play with it as we go. Again, we're going to, first 3 repetitions, we're going to break it down. Second 3, we're going to talk about the breathing. And the last 3, we're just going to do it. So I know I'm going to go through this one fast on my Wednesday night class, so I want to break this down. Starting out shooting to the left. So we're going to start same way, open the arms, and I come down, cross the wrist. My right arm is underneath the left, and I come up. So now the right arm's on the outside. I'm going to push with the left hand, right hand, pull like you're drawing a bowstring. Push and pull. As you release, we're going to drop a little bit. Just a little. And then let the arms down. So now I'm going to switch and have left arm on the bottom, right arm on top, and come up. So my left arm's on the outside, right arm's on the inside. Push right, draw the bow, and I'm lowering down a little bit here, and drop. So your outside hand is going to be drawing the bow. So it's left arm under, so right arm under, left arm over and come up. So my right arm's on the outside. Push and pull and release. Sweep. So my left arm's drawing or pushing next. So my right arm's drawing the bow. Left arm's on the outside, come up. Left arm's on the outside, push and pull and release. So again, you can see I sink here. Right arm's on the outside as I come up. Push and pull. And again, I talked about the fingers. You want to flex that wrist. See how it is against the picture frame there? Flat line and release. Sweep. My left arm's on the outside. As my left arm's drawing the bow, come up. Push and pull. Flex again. As straight a line as you can and release. So next, I'm not going to worry about which arm. Whatever it is right now, that's okay. But if you can remember, the arm that's drawing is on the outside, you're good. Talking about the breath, we're going to inhale as I scoop. Exhale, push and pull. You want to leave a little extra breath. You're going to exhale again and drop. It's a big breath. So I inhale, scoop. Exhale. So if you need to go a little bit faster, that's okay. Again, right arms on the outside, come up. Scoop. Exhale. One more time. Scoop. So this particular one out of the set can really help leg strength and lung capacity. The next 3 repetitions we're going to do, that's left, right, left, right, left, right. Just go with your breath. If you get ahead of me, that's okay. You can wait between repetitions or just finish the set at your own speed if you're comfortable. But when you're ready, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Scoop. If you can, turn the head to look at the hand. Last one. And this is why I like to encourage you to practice some of that breathing on its own, so you kind of are familiar with your limits. And I'm going to go comfortable deep breath. So from here, I'm going to come in and wrap my hands to hold the ball. Now this is one I haven't broken down a lot. So the first 3 repetitions, we're just going to walk through the basic mechanics. So this can be kind of fun. So the stance is, again, outer hip to shoulder width, knees relaxed. And really, this is just left hand down, right hand up, and stretch. Just like that stretch we did in the first one. I bring the right hand down, left hand up, and push. So you know it's left hand down, right hand up. So I'm going to turn, and maybe we can look at this. I'm going to get my left hand framed it. So my left hand just starts turning down and the right hand up, so I have a really big ball. My left hand comes down, close to the body, and the right hand's farther out. At some point, that right hand is again going to turn palm out and then up toward the ceiling. So your top hand comes closer to the body, and as the bottom hand comes up, it's farther out, so that they can pass along that center line without touching. And then let the left hand rotate and push. That's what I said, this make you feel kind of cool. I like to think of it like this. Your top hand is the water coming down from a waterfall, and the bottom hand is the foam coming up. And stretch. And the top hand comes down closer to the body, bottom hand a little bit further, so you can stay right on that center line and push opposite directions and stretch. So the last repetition here, let's talk about that stretch. And again, I want to do this from the side, because as the hands are coming toward the center, I'm sinking a little bit. And as I come up, I'm pushing through the heels and trying to stretch. Again, hips under. As you stretch, you might get a little stretch here through the front of the body. Switch, come down as you come to the center. And expand as we go to either side. So again, inhale, we're talking about the breath now for the next 3. Inhale and exhale. They say inhale is gathering energy, so I'm storing up, sinking down, generating strength in the legs to come up and stretch. So one more time, both hands. Left hand down, right hand up. And right hand down, left hand up. So we'll do 3 more, just going through it from here. When you're ready, separating heaven and earth, I come. That's 3. 3. 2. Remember to squeeze the cheeks a little bit. 1 more time, both sides. All right, coming back to the ball and letting it rotate around. Back to our Tai Chi stance. So the next three are just the turning the head. So it's kind of a nice break in the middle of the set to cool down a little bit before we do the end bit, which is a little bit harder again. So this one is, again, very easy. I wish I was wearing a different color shirt, actually. So what we're trying to do is, again, we're just turning the head. But if you do that, and just do it a couple of times slow, and you'll notice that your shoulders tend to want to go with you. So what we're trying to do is imagine that, let me go over here, that you're a carousel horse, and then I have this, you can see that bar running straight all the way down to the top of my body, so that you're just rotating around a central pole, and the rest of the body doesn't move. So you're really trying to pay attention to the shoulders, rib cage, and hips, and as you turn the head, nothing else goes with you. So that's kind of the only advice I have for this first set. So let's just go ahead and try it, 3 repetitions each, and just try to imagine that center pole, and you're rotating around the center pole, but the outside of your body is hard plastic and doesn't move. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale and exhale, turn. Go slow, so you can feel that subtle movement in the rib cage to counterbalance that turn. You don't want to let anything go with you. Inhale, center. And I think if you do go slow and pay attention to that feeling, then you will feel something a little bit different. Not just turning the head. Let's go one more time. All right, so the second piece to this set, or out of the 3, is this backward bending position. And we've done this a lot. But we're going to go back, and again, start by tucking the hips under and shifting forward from there. So we tuck and shift. And if you do that, you might feel a little stretch on the front of the hip or feel the ab muscles kick in. And that's kind of what we want. Hands on the back, elbows and shoulders, but that kind of naturally brings the chest up. But you want to feel this as a gentle stretch to the front side of the body and pull the arms back. And I'm going to tuck the chin and maybe lift up a little bit. So again, we get that stretch kind of all the way from the front side of the neck down the front of the body toward the feet. So again, tuck, kind of squeeze the cheeks, engage the lower abs, and elbows and shoulders back. And then you feel that stretch to the front of the body, and the same thing. Don't let anything else move. Keep that stretch to the front side of the body, and turn the head left as we exhale. So we come back here. So shift it forward, cheeks engaged, lower abs engaged. You go inhale and left. Just the head. Feel like I'm stretching with the shoulder. You're just turning the head. Not letting anything else move. And 3. Come back to the center. And if you do that right, you're holding that tension through the abs. You might feel a little shaking or vibrating as those muscles have to hold that contraction. So that's kind of a way to really, you're putting them in line with gravity. This has to hold you up. So you want to feel that through that stretch. That's how we get a little bit more out of the 8 pieces. So our third set in this one piece is almost the opposite. Tuck. Always start with the hips tuck under and drop the sternum. You're looking for a flat line to the back, and if I'm doing it right, that looks pretty flat up until about my shoulders, and that's okay. It's really just that center part of the spine. Middle fingers together and lift up. And kind of break so that your bicep muscles or the upper arm muscles contract a little bit. And again, we're just going to try to hold that tuck, lift. Tuck the chin in as you turn the head. So we're kind of braced here, elbows out actually on this one to create that stretch to the upper back. So we inhale and just that subtle movement through the back, through the rib cage as we turn and breathe. All right, coming back to the center and release. So again, I hope that you got something a little bit more out of just turning the head there, because I really feel like that can be, it's a subtle movement, but there's a lot going on. So our next one is swing the head, wag the tail. This is going to be from that horse riding stance again. And just like our draw the bow, I'm going to lower down when I come down and lift up as I come up. So again, we talk about this in a lot. I just want to go over it again. First 3 times I'll do from the front, second 3 I'll do from the side. So we're going to start by dropping the chin to the chest and maybe sink down a little. My hands on the top of my thighs. I'm going to stand up and look over the left shoulder, lifting the chest and pushing down through that right leg. Up and over. If you do that right, you should get a stretch through the back there. Coming down, drop the chest, and up and over the right shoulder, pushing down to that left leg. So I come down, exhale as I turn. Inhale as I come back to the center. Lead with the eyes, up and over, and exhale. And down to the center, nice and slow. Walking our way through it. Turn and back to the center. Turn and back to the center. So I'm going to turn to the side. And left for me is going to be toward the screen. And right is going to be away. So we can look at this maybe a little bit different. So when I come down, again, try to tuck the hips under as you're curling the spine down. As I turn left, looking toward the screen, I'm going to squeeze that right cheek, and again, lift up as I look back. And again, I should stretch that right side of the back, and that glute muscle contract on the right side. Come down to the center and tuck the hips, tuck the head, and up and over to the right. Again, squeeze that left cheek, lifting the chest as you come up and back. So come down, tuck the hips, tuck the head. Really working those thighs. And I come up and over left. Up and back. Center. And right up and back. So I'm going to turn back toward the screen. We're going to do 3 more repetitions. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Just going through the movement as a flow. So again, we're extending elastically, not holding it, just out, and then letting it curl back in. So from here, we're going 3, 2, 1. Remember to squeeze that cheek as you turn. And 2. Get a twist through the rib cage. 1 more time, both sides. Up, and away. So I'm coming down and step that right foot back in. So we have 3 pieces of brocade left. The next one I really like. And again, we kind of walk through this when we do it anyway, but I just kind of want to go through it again. So you stay facing through the screen. I'm going to turn to the side here, and let's just go. So we'll start with the hands floating up to about shoulder height. Knees relaxed. I'm going to hinge forward, coming down to the shins, ankle, or feet. You can just kind of hang here. Let the head relax. My head head's coming up because I'm turning to look at you. From here, I'm going to take my fingertips and then come in contact with the legs, whether it's the toes, and they just stay in contact. Because I'm going to lift up, flattening the back, doing an L shape. Even with the knees relaxed, you should feel that stretch in the hamstrings and in the back. Arms don't do much. They're there in contact, but that's really it. Lower down, lower the head, and then drop the hips down, trying to tuck your tailbone under. And then continue to tuck under as you roll up to use these muscles to help you lift. Head and shoulders coming up last. So we always pause here for a second before going on. So it's lift and hinge. So I like this because this hinge gets these muscles active even as I'm coming down, and then relax the head. Come to an L shape. Now, I'll talk about that in a second. L shape, and then lower everything. Bend the knees, drop back into the hips, and tuck under, and roll up. So if you do this set right, you get a really good glute workout. So one more time here, and we'll talk about the breath. So I come up, out toward the horizon, and down, and head comes down. Letting the top of the head hang toward the center of the earth. Just the weight of your upper body can stretch the back if you feel that. Especially if you let the head go. Looking up. While you're here, it's not just the head, try to lift the tailbone away from the top of the head. Lower down, drop the hips, tuck under, and roll up. Continue to tuck the hips under as you come up. Head and shoulders coming up last. So going with the breath here, I inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And as you roll all the way up, just finish your exhale. That was a little fast. So inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop. And inhale, coming all the way up. So you know the drill. We're going to do 3 more following your breath. Again, if you get ahead of me, you can either wait or continue to go through this set. I'm not going to say anything. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. Last one. I have 2 pieces left. So the next one is called Screwing the Fist with Angry Eyes. And this one again has that tension and release element that's so common in a lot of these practices. So we're going to come back to that horse riding stance. And again, you just want to modify it based on what's comfortable for you, whether it's narrower or a little bit wider. This one actually is a little bit easier than our draw the bow, because the breath I think is a little bit simpler and there's not as much up and down. But I take my thumb inside the fist have the hip socket on both hips. Starting with the right arm punching out and come up, across, and out, sinking down. Tense, squeeze the thumb and tense outwards from the shoulder, pulling back with the right elbow a little bit. So again, we're not turning, just keeping the trunk square as you reach out, coming in. So again, this can be a long breath. We'll talk about breath in a second. Come up and out, across, over, sinking down, stretch to the arm, kind of tense the arm all the way down through the finger and pull the opposite elbow back. Come up. So I'm going to come out, sink, squeeze both arms, and back in. Up and out. Reach and squeeze both arms and in. Let's go one more. Rotate up and out. Turn, look, and squeeze both arms and back in. Oops. Squeeze and in. Now, I talked about this before. I think I got the breath wrong last time. So we're going to inhale coming up and out and exhale. Oh, no, that's where I got wrong. So it's actually exhale the whole time. And then inhale. So that whole thing from the moment it leaves your hip is an exhale. And inhale back to the center. Okay, on both sides, and exhale out and squeeze. And center. And exhale out. And center. So again, we're going to do 3 repetitions here. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1. Last one. All right, we have one piece of brocade left. This is called rocking the bubbling wells. We're shifting the weight over the feet. So again, we've talked about this in a little bit. I don't have much to add. So I'm going to go to the side. You can see toward the screen. I'm going to use this line as my line of gravity. So Tai Chi stance, elbows and shoulders down, hips tucked under a little bit, weight toward the foot. I'm just going to inhale, shift my weight forward toward the toes. Try to keep the body a straight line and not let the hips go first. So straight line and back. Again, if you do that, you should feel the ab muscles kick in to keep kind of the hips in place. Second piece, kind of the same thing. So we're going to take that position that we did in our second head turn exercise. Hips tucked under, squeeze, squeeze. Hands on the back, chin at least parallel to the floor. We're trying to get that stretch to the front side of the body. When you feel that stretch, we're going to inhale, come up. And exhale. Slow down. So 2. You're trying to feel that through the front side of the body. Really tucking the hips. That's the last one. So the third piece to this, just really tuck the tailbone under rib cage. Once again, remember, straight line, engage and lift the palms enough so that your arm muscles kind of kick in. So the arms are going to go out here toward the side as you lift. Still kind of a circle shape, but maybe a little bit tighter than we normally do in Tai Chi. If you want this to sort of be a little bit of a fixed position, so tuck, drop, lift. And here I'm going to come up, tense, and release. So let the arms down, let the muscles go. Come up, tense, and release. So as I come up, I'm really tucking and lifting from the hips here. So as the hips tuck, I can try to lift the heels. So that way base bounce a little bit easier, but you're also really engaging through that middle part. So I'm going to come up, tense, and release. Now let's do one more. Shake it out. So grab some water. Grab some water if you need a break. We are down toward the end of our workout or the end of our session today. So take some time to stretch if you need to. I know there was a lot more repetitions of the brocade than we usually do. I will note that once you are comfortable with the movement and the form, if you do like 6 repetitions of each, going through slowly with the breath, it'll take between 10 and 15 minutes. It can be a really nice thing to do in the morning, as part of your workout, as a stretching routine, or just on its own any time of the day. So if you want to go through this video again, just that first part, to familiarize yourself with 8 pieces of brocade. Once you know the movements, go ahead and do it on your own without the video, and you'll have a nice short set that can actually be a pretty good workout. So really for the end, what I plan is we're just going to do our basic Tai Chi circles. And Tai Chi have a concept of yin and yang, or light and dark, rigid and fluid, so opposite sides of the coin, basically. So at the end, from doing this very more precise, specific type of exercise, we're going to go into a very loose, flowing, relaxed exercise, starting with our tabletop circle. So I'm going to take a slightly wider stance here. I would encourage you can do it seated, you can do it from a narrower stance. Just be comfortable. This end set is all about being relaxed. So the hands, palms facing flat to the floor. Relax these. I'm going to start my circle from left to right. We don't have to talk much. It's just about being loose and flowing. And I do want you to kind of go all the way down into the wrists and the little bones and the fingers here, shifting the weight from foot to foot, letting the fingers be loose. And the whole feeling can be a lot looser. You can be more expressive here. Sloppier with the breath. And I'm not going to do anything new or novel just because of the time we have left, just to counterbalance out the 8 pieces of brocade, which we were very precise. Let's go 3 more. So in our next circle, find somewhere in that circle that feels a good place to switch direction. And again, just got to be expressive with it. If you want to let those hands come up and around, that's okay. We're cooling down. We're trying to flow. So your hands can be on whatever level of the tabletop you want. Try to keep your shoulders away from the ears and sink the elbows away from the shoulders. Let's go 3 more. All right, let the hands come all the way around one more time. I'm stepping that right leg in and let the arms down. So going next into our frontal circle or the hands in the wall. Sorry, to the left, from left to right, up and around, shifting the weight from leg to leg. Letting the whole body be soft. Breathe. I want you to go ahead and keep circling. I ran out of music and I wanted something for the end of this that's a little bit more low key. So I'm going to ask you to keep circling and I'll be back in a second. Let's see if I can do this and pick up my pace. There we go. Keep circling. And hopefully this will help us go a little bit slower. I don't know if I'm right in sync with you, but keep circling. And give me 3 more, and then we'll switch directions. One more time, all the way around. And somewhere in our next circle, we're going to draw that S shape and switch directions. Up and around. Let's go 3 more. Let the hands down. So our last circle is the bass drum or the forward circle. And then we're just going to start circling forward and go circling backward and we'll end it there. So the hands, palms face come up the center line, out away from the shoulders, and around. So I know especially early on I talked more about how to do the circles. But for today, just let it be relaxed. And breathe. So 4 more forward. 'Cause I'm going to start my next circle forward. Halfway through, I'm going to drop, dip, and scoop up, in, and down. Okay, just breathe and inhale as it come up. Three more. Last one, all the way around, and hands down. Okay, shake it out. Shake it out. Let everything loosen up. Shake out the feet. Do some hip circles. Both directions. Just to loosen up. Just all the way at the end. Give yourself a stretch any way you think it would feel good. And again, I want to thank you for joining me today. If you liked our session today, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to our channel and hit the notification bell so you can see when we post more videos. Again, I did start a Tai Chi Academy on this channel. I think we have 3 videos so far, and then because of my schedule, I got out of sync. I will try to have at least 2 videos this week, maybe 3. I'll say 2. And then 3 might be a surprise if we get there. But from my living room to wherever you're watching from, thank you for joining us. And we'll end with a Tai Chi bow, moving the feet close together. My left hand will make a C shape and the right hand underneath. Bow facing toward the screen, knuckles out, and as you come up, fingertips tap to the side. So again, without talking, we're going to bow. And that is wishing for heaven and earth, country and family to come together in harmony and peace. So I hope that you have a bit of harmony right now, that you can feel relaxed, stretched out, worked out. This was what you needed for today. So I look forward to seeing you again next time, and have a wonderful afternoon and wonderful weekend.